everybody, and welcome to Talk of the Town. My name is Brian Kelley, and we're having a very special show. We have some special guests. We have Sharon Mulcahy, a co-partner in Jackrabbit Design. What's Jackrabbit Design? Is that the official name? Here in East Milton, and her partner, David Bellier. Welcome, David. Welcome, Sharon. The folks at home, I know you might have seen in the Milton Times some pictures of Jackrabbit Design, but these folks here have taken the ugliest building in Milton and made it a showplace. We're sitting there right now, and so we have a great show. We're going to take you a little tour of the building, but let's get a little background. We're located behind the Shell station. What's the address here?
333 Edge Hill.
And some of you are familiar with it. Dave, we're going to have to get some pictures that I can put on the screen when we're talking about this, of the old building.
Absolutely. We have great photography of the before and after shots.
So you're looking at, we'll just imagine, pause the camera for a second. Folks, I had Dave go get his little photo album, and I'm going to superimpose these. You're going to see these at home. But this is the outside of the building before. How did you even think of wanting to buy this building? I mean, it's just amazing.
Yeah, I think in our industry, I mean, we're able to have some sort of creative vision on what it could be, taking something that was very industrial and turning it into something that was a little more polished and refined, and it kept some of the industrial characteristics to it.
It's a little more refined than it was. But speaking of that, for folks at home that don't really know what your industry is, what is it exactly that you do here?
Jackrabbit Design is a full-service marketing and design shop. We focus on all the various tactics in the marketing communications mix. What that means is that we produce and design websites, logos, corporate identities, anything to do with the brand identity. We sort of...
you tell Eileen, that camera person. You tell Eileen, and the folks at home will see you.
So we produce corporate identities, brand identities, packaging, logos, websites, anything to do with marketing one's business. We produce the various tactics that go along to promoting it. So we've been in business since 1999. We're formerly in Boston prior to coming to Milton, and have been really well received here in the town, and have some new friends such as yourself.
Sharon, how did you meet up with this crazy guy?
We both worked at a prior office building together, so sort of met up there and developed a friendship, and then thought we could work together well.
And has it been as good as you hoped it would be?
No, it's actually been wonderful. 9 years have gone by really quick.
No fights? No throwing stuff across the floor?
Just a couple.
Just a couple. So, who saw this building first?
You did, I think.
Yeah, I think we were both researching buildings from Boston down to the South Shore. Stumbled across this building through an MLS listing on the web, and came down, I believe, on Wednesday or Thursday, and had made the offer by Friday. We were pretty.
So, wait, you saw the building? You called Sharon and said, "You got to see this building"?
No, we had actually saw it online. Saw that there was a lot of photos online, and we met here that same day. And like I said, on Wednesday and by Friday, we'd made the.
I would think if they put photos of this online, no one would even come over. This would be one. It's a beautiful gem, but you have to be there to see it. But that wasn't the case, eh?
I think it sat on the market for anywhere from about 3 to 4 years. So it had some problems trying to be sold. No one quite shared the vision that we saw. Too bad
you didn't wait a little longer. You probably got it for nothing. Okay, so that's the outside of the building, and folks, you can see it looks lovely. Okay, and there's the second picture. That's the back of the building. Okay.
Yeah, the building was covered on the three sides of the pie-shaped building were covered with a stucco pebble mix. And the rear facade of the building was covered what it appeared to be a veneer of stone, when in fact, after closer inspection, it turned out to be plastic sheathing, made to look like stone. So both the shingles and the stone.
And what style of architecture was this called?
This was very retro. This was
very retro.
Yes. So we believe it was the last remodel was sometime in the 50s, and hadn't been touched since then.
This is another nice picture. That's when you're starting to put the new windows in.
Yeah, we had a great contractor in Grady Construction, and that was some of the
early... His name Mark, right? Mark Grady?
Mark Grady.
He did a fabulous job.
Fabulous contractor. He...
There's his truck.
That was the beginning of parts of the construction and the framing of the windows. After the interior demolition was completed, the windows were framed, the doors were framed, and he was also at that point starting to frame the skylights. The next photo you'll see is... This
is where Sharon thought, this could be my new office. Is that what you were thinking, Sharon?
Beautiful paneling, yes.
You can paint paneling,
Sure.
some of the interior shots that you'll see are, the office was full of veneer wood paneling as well as teal carpets, and it just did, it had lived its use, and it seen better days.
Oh my goodness, it is so awful. And now you can see they're starting to frame it out for you?
Well, actually, some of the framing in these shots were actually on the, I guess we'll call that the east side of the building, and that was the way it was when we purchased it. That we had not done demolition nor any construction at that point, and it was just uncut. The next photo is one of my favorites. It's the we actually, in order to get some of the headroom and clearances within the building, we had to drop in a mini excavator to actually dig down into the foundation approximately 2 to 3 feet to give us the
I can
headroom.
see it. I can see the machine in there.
The building had always been 2 floors, a basement and a first floor, but the basement you would only about 5 feet of headroom, so we had to go down a little bit to achieve the 8 feet of headroom on the bottom side.
I can't believe you saw a vision for this. That is unbelievable.
And then it was great. The interior, because of the open floor print and the open design, interior construction was relatively easy, minus some engineering tasks to support the various loads. The interior build out was relatively simple. I know Mark will kill me when he hears that, but
it was simple for Dave and Sharon.
Yes.
Well, they had to write the check, but other than that,
yes. So interior layout, 20-foot ceilings. Some of the benefits and the features of the space are radiant floor heating, hardwood floors, lots of steel and brick appointments. Pretty much everything that you see in the office today is a new feature. Nothing was able to be salvaged other than the cinder blocks.
Oh, I can see the radiant heat being woven through the floor here.
Yep. One of the things that the engineers addressed was
that the kitchen there?
Is this behind us right now?
That's right behind us. Yep. The pictures with the floor and the I guess the snake work.
Oh, right, I got you. Okay, because we're up on the balcony. Okay.
Yep. So because of the high ceilings, radiant heat was thought to be the most practical and efficient.
Wow, look at the size of those walls, huh?
So all the brickwork is real stone. It's real brick veneers. We did both exterior with the veneer as well as the interior.
And what did you do here with the beam? This is a wood beam, and then what's this veneer? A veneer on the beam? Is that what that is?
Correct. The supporting beams holding the roof up are LVLs, laminated veneer lumber. They're basically just
LVLs. Excellent. Never heard of them. Okay, laminated veneer lumber. Okay.
I hope that's right. So what we did and basically just a wood product. What we've done with those is covered them in both sheetrock and then painted them and treated them to look like steel
Now the beam right beside you, is that steel?
This particular beam right here is steel.
But the beam that it's connected to is wood.
Correct.
It's an LVL, and you made it look like steel, and it really does.
We added 160 bolts. That was Sharon's idea, and much to the
wait. You added a bolt? Those are real bolts?
Yeah, those bolts are real.
They weren't necessary, folks. They spent $12 a bolt. Oh my God, we're running low on time already. Can you believe this? We might have to have an extended version of Talk of the Town. So you put bolts in it to make it look awesome. Yeah. Okay. She's telling us to hurry so you get some pictures of the doorway being built here.
Yep, some of the further pictures going inside are the finishing products, the framing of the windows and installation, framing of the skylights.
Oh, you put the skylights in, right?
Yep,
okay.
2 shafts, 15 feet in length of skylights, ample outdoor lighting inside. The building, when we purchased, it only had 2 windows. And then the photos that you'll see is the construction of the staircase and the ceiling
And the
system.
stairs have concrete on them, correct? They're steel steps with concrete inlays or something?
That's correct, yes.
And there's the balcony that we're up on now.
Yep.
Okay, well, folks, what we're going to do is, and there's a picture of the front entrance to Jackrabbit, which is now becoming a Milton landmark. And folks, one of the reasons I'm here is because Dave and Sharon and their company have been very generous with the Milton schools and getting involved in the community. And I know that they're both doing some work for the Foundation for Education with the Celebration for Education coming up on November 22nd at Lombardo's. It's going to be 1,000 people with a giant casino night. You're also helping the Milton Public Schools rebuild their website, I believe. So they're involved, and I mean, they don't live in town, but they have invested in this town, and it's great to see. And and it's a great leadership role that you're taking. And other companies are starting to step up to the plate also, and you're setting a good example. We appreciate it. So, folks, stay with us. We'll give you a little tour downstairs and get to see a little bit more of Jackrabbit here in East Milton. Thanks for watching, and we'll be right back. We're down at Jackrabbit Design, and we're down on the main level here, and that you dug out, right?
Correct.
And we're standing in front of the nice, cozy fireplace, Sharon and Dave. So, whose idea was this?
I think just sort of, as we were going along deciding, I thought it'd be a nice, warm element. Both reasons.
A warm element. You think, if you put your hand in it, you're going to think it's a hot element.
One of the great things about the fireplace is it's a ventless fireplace. Our contractor was able to find a product for us that was actually didn't require to be vented or chimneyed. So it added sort of, again, going with the industrial look, gave us a really nice look as well as a practical and efficient option.
Very nice, very nice. Eileen doesn't like the fact we didn't have one of those at my studio. What do we have over here now? Bring it around this way there, Eileen. Come on, David. Come up beside Sharon.
Thank you.
And what do we have over here?
One of the things that the contractor was able to do was, when we did the kitchen build out, we were able to bring in integrate the bookcase design into the kitchen. So a full, 8-foot bookcases that come into the industrial kitchen that we have. And we, one of the things working so late and so often, we wanted sort of a nice amenity. Sharon loves to cook, and I love to eat. So the kitchen was
what a combination!
So we really enjoy having that.
So you have a full industrial kitchen inside your offices?
Well, it's been nice. We've been finding.
I have a microwave in my office.
We've been finding that as we entertain more and more clients at the location, that the kitchen really serves as a great meeting place and a great creative brainstorming place. So
you get them drunk with food and booze so that they sign the contract.
Well, speaking of drunk, we
what's going on over here?
We have some, all the Jackrabbit folks are enjoying a fine Mayflower brew. One of our clients located in Plymouth. We've done all the brand identity work, package work, and brand identity for the company. So they just had a beautiful write-up in the Patriot Ledger yesterday. And in order to really understand your client, you must enjoy what your client does. So we are actually doing a little enjoying.
You get a feel. How can you make suggestions?
Yes. It's very important. So we're doing a little bit of enjoyment there for late Friday afternoon as we do the Talk of the Town show. And into the kitchen, and as we look more into the kitchen, the bathroom, Sharon did a great job in designing the bathroom that with the full amenities of a full shower and all the other features you might expect in one's bathroom.
Good.
Yes. So, and then continue, further along, we've in the open floor plan. One of the biggest challenges that we had was storage for the various technical and less sightly components. So we were able to incorporate server storage and IT support underneath the staircase. So a less accessible place was great for servers and other IT gear. As Brian pointed out earlier, the staircase was built in place. It's a combination of steel and concrete, and we're using glass insets throughout. The office itself is quite Spartan, but we find that the open space lends.
But the refrigerator isn't.
Yes. So the open floor plan and the open work environments in our business, it really lends itself to the creative atmosphere. So
she's now pointing up where we had we'll film the movie review section in a few minutes with Tom Kemp, who's going to be on the show. We're going to be talking about W. So we're going to be up top on the ramp up there.
Yep, and in the earlier photos, in order to achieve the headroom, we built the deck. That's pretty much where the deck has always been at street level or the first floor. And again, having that as the entrance and overlooking the pit. One of the biggest challenges, another of the challenges in this building was to not have a basement. No one would ever want to work in a basement with no light, no sunlight. So that's why we opted to actually cut the floor square footage wise and go with the open space.
It's very nice. You got the big couch here. You got the big television set.
Yeah.
And you have a big screen you're going to put on the wall, so when we do a movie review, we can do a trailer, correct?
That is correct. Yes, we use the widescreen is great for both the movie review as well as our clients' presentations when we're presenting all their creative pieces.
I've been over here, folks, visiting in mid-afternoon, and ice cream sundaes will be being served. I don't know if you people do any work over here.
We do a little bit of it.
I've heard that fun is an important part of working, but isn't work a part of fun? I mean, I'm a part of it. I don't know where the work comes in over here. They're always having fun. It's just a beautiful space, beautiful space.
Thank you very much.
And I think that if you haven't been in here, you folks at home, you don't mind if we have a lot of viewers, you know.
No.
Thousands of viewers. We might put this on the internet and we'll have billions of viewers. I know the hit's going to be high. Right, Eileen? And so those folks can come stop by and say hello, right?
Absolutely. We encourage anyone in Milton to stop by. We really enjoy hearing some of the stories about the history of the building. It used to be the Pioneer Variety Store or the Pioneer Grocery Store, I believe.
Well, you can still get jelly beans here.
We still try.
They have big bins full of jelly beans.
So it is great. One of the things that we are looking for are historical photos of the building. So if anyone, back in the day has photos of themselves shopping here or just photos of the area, we're anxious to see them, scan them in, make them framed copies of them.
Wasn't there a dentist in this building?
Yeah.
Any shots of you in the dental chair? Fine.
Yeah, exactly. The dentist was a very popular dentist. Met several of our clients were actually patients of his, and Dr. Gallagher was a great guy at helping us facilitate the deal and getting.
You didn't find any
done.
bodies in the excavation?
No bodies, just a couple of fake teeth.
Bulger didn't come here to the dentist.
No. So, no, we've really enjoyed it, and we really encourage anyone to stop in and just say hello. We're anxious to meet people in the community. Like Brian said, we don't live here in Milton, but we're anxious to be part of it.
But they will live here soon enough. Well, excellent. Well, thank you very much for being on Talk of the Town, and thank you for lending us the space so we can, have a little upgrade because Eileen Meyer, she requires the best for her movie review. So, folks, matter of fact, I'm not even allowed to do the movie review section this week, so I've already been bumped off that. She said, Tom Kemp's going to be on the show. We don't need 3 of us, so I just got to go with that. So
you can be the cameraman.
So I'll be the cameraman, so, hey, someone's going to run the camera. And Eileen's doing it now. We're looking forward to her as part of the show. So, again, thank you, folks. If you just tuned in, we're over here at Jackrabbit Design in East Milton, who took over the ugliest building in town. I have to believe that this has to help your business, because if someone from this town comes in here and they can see the vision that you had to convert this building into this show place, then what can you do for a company whose maybe their image is just a little lacking, doesn't have the spark that they wanted to have? Sometimes it takes that outside perspective to look at it and see, and it's just amazing that you could look at it one day and your partner agree the next day to put an offer in on it. You two are unbelievable. So, hey.
And I just want to let all your audience know that I'm really not sweating this bad. It's the fire. It's the fireplace that's burning the backside of me. So.
So can we bring marshmallows next time?
We'll
Can we
bring
toast marshmallows here?
Yes.
So, and you had an open house last week, and I saw the pictures were in the Times, so you had some folks in, and that seemed to go well for you.
Yeah, it was a great reception, and everyone was very welcoming, and we were very happy to have them.
Well, excellent. Well, thank you very much. Sharon, thank you. Any last words for our viewers out there, Sharon?
No, thank you for coming, Brian.
Thank you so much, Sharon. Thank you,
Brian.
David.
Appreciate it.
And get a shot of the nice people over here from Jackrabbit Design. All the workers working so hard over there on a Friday afternoon. Say hello to the folks at home. Come on, let's get a wave over here. Okay, folks, that's it for this month, and we'll see you again real soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.